Welcome to another episode of Corner Off Mainstream, your 5 movie reviews of obscure, non-mainstream movies. This week I got another 5 good ones for you. This first one is a little tough to pronounce. It's Synecdoche, New York. Synecdoche, New York. Okay, Philip Seymour Hoffman stars in this one. 2008, it's a drama. This guy's like kind of down on his luck. He's got health issues. He's got everything. His wife's leaving him, taking his daughter Olive. They're moving. She moves his daughter out of the country. The movie actually takes place in Synecdoche, New York. Another tough word. It's a drama, but it's pretty funny. Philip Seymour Hoffman, he's like I guess you could say like a screenwriter, director, and he gets the prestigious MacArthur grant, and he decides he's going to pour all this money into one giant production, kind of almost about his own life. And he rents out a big warehouse building sets of like New York City, and he gets like friends and family to star in it. And through rehearsals and everything, which ends up taking decades, the question is this movie ever going to be made? And at the same time, he kind of, once his wife leaves and everything, he starts sleeping with everybody, which just flips the whole movie upside down. It's a great movie. It's funny. It's weird. Good movie. Check it. See it, rent it, buy it. You'll love it. Check it out. Synecdoche. Okay. The next one would be John Dies in the End. 2012. Comedy fantasy horror. Another one of these weird movies. There's a new drug on the scene, and they call it soy sauce. And John and his college buddy, they're hooked on it. And what this drug does is it kind of allows you to go into out-of-body, interdimensional moments, you could say. But the thing is, not everybody who comes back from them comes back human. And there's this underworld plot to kill everybody, and they have to, John and his buddy turn out to be the guys who have to save the world, and the question is, do they? And no, they don't. I'm telling you, weird ass movie, but it's good. See it, rent it, buy it, watch it. You'll love it. It's a good one. John Dies in the End, 2012. Again, comedy fantasy horror. This next one, actually a couple people, sent me an email saying, hey, can you review this one? It's kind of a cult classic movie. It's called Bubba Hotep, and Bruce Campbell stars in this movie. 2003, comedy horror, and I love Bruce Campbell. I think he's hilarious. But he is Elvis, living in a Texas old age home. And what happens is Elvis is kind of fucking sick and tired of the whole entertainment thing, and he gets an impersonator to take his place. And the thing is, the impersonator, as we all know, ends up dying, and it turns out he can't get his life back. So he's now stuck in this alter. I want to say, everyone thinks he's a little nuts for thinking he's Elvis, but anyway, so what ends up happening is Bubba Hotep is this old ancient mummy that feeds off souls, and what a better place to feed off souls in an old age home, because nobody would notice why these old people died, because people just assume it's natural causes. And him and this other guy who thinks he's JFK kind of team up to battle the evil spirit. Very funny movie, great one. You gotta watch it, rent it, see it, buy it. You'll love it. Again, Bubba Hotep, 2003 comedy horror. The next one is called CashBack. Came out in like 2006. Comedy, drama, romance. Kid breaks up with his girlfriend, causes insomnia, so he takes a job at the supermarket, working the night shift, and he ends up developing this talent where he's able to stop time, and he goes, he spends his time going through the aisles and seeing the people shopping, and but they're frozen in time, and he just gets this perspective of looking into his own life and what's going on, and the whole time he also ends up kind of sparking a little romance with this really straightforward reality type cashier girl, which kind of balances out his escapism with this fantasy, and then she's the reality. It's a pretty good movie. I loved it. It was called CashBack. Watch it, rent it, see it, buy it. You'll love it. 2006 comedy. Check it. The last one I want to throw in here, 1992. It's a sports action drama. Matthew Modine was in it. Jennifer Grey. I don't know if you remember, back in I think it was 86. Stars and Stripes was the boat that had lost the America's Cup to the Australians, and it was a cup we held on to for 124 years. Never lost it. And here it is, best of 7 race, we lose it to the Australians. And you kind of find out how everyone involved, their lives to some degree was destroyed over this loss. And Matthew Modine decides, the race is every 4 years. He's going to get back into the race and try to win back the cup. And I don't know if you remember, when they did it, it was a big thing. It was on the news, and Sports Illustrated covered it, and really, and you're really watching the whole backstory from the time they lose it to what he has to go through. A, to get Jennifer Grey back, because they end up breaking up over it. B, getting the financing for the whole boat. And then getting back into the race, and then you get to see the whole race, which was a big deal on ESPN, yada, yada, yada. It was held down in Australia. And they win the cup back. I don't know what it is. Every time I watch the movie, it just sucks me in. I guess it's, you see somebody fall, but you get to see them pick themselves up from their bootstraps, go, and then, succeed. And it was just such a great movie. It's called Wind, 1992 sports drama. Watch it, rent it, see it, buy it, check it. I'm sure you're going to love it. Also remember, you got any questions, comments, corneroffmainstream@gmail.com. Also, you can follow her on Twitter, Big Thun, B1, GTHUN, Big Thun. Check it. All right, next week I'm having another special themed episode. It's going to be sequels you never knew existed. And let me tell you something. Wow, there's a reason why they weren't, you never knew they existed. But, if you're in the mood to watch some stupid, ridiculous movie, you know what? You're going to be like, that was actually worth it. All right? Check it out. I'll see you next week.